Hello everybody, my name is Aaron, aka Pullin'Teeth. Welcome back to Tomb Raider 2's Golden Mask expansion. Now, I got a bit of a hint in the comments the last episode of what my problem has been and why I couldn't find the way out of here. It wasn't outright told. I was just hinted at to and say, well, if you could see better at about this point, it might make sense. So I've just been wandering around and stuck a flare out and realised at the exact point that they'd mentioned there's something I completely missed. So, we're doing this again. Let's go. See if I can get it right. There! Damn it! I didn't jump quick enough. Oh, and I'm dead apparently. Yeah, there is that. I'm going to reload that one, so that might put me at top. Maybe? Nope, still at the bottom. And this load will put me also at the bottom, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. Let's try that again. Back up the stupidly long ladder we go. So how's everybody doing? How's life? How's everyone being treated in the world? Are we good? Are we happy? Are we healthy? You gotta make awkward small talk while you're climbing a stupidly long ladder. Try something where you have like a second's reaction. Oops a daisy. Don't know why the camera did that. That was weird. Okay, Lara. No, don't want the health. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There we go, so it's the second I get onto this one, I've got to jump. Okay, where are we going? Tremendous. I don't know what. Is this where I'm meant to be? Guessing I have to somehow get up there. Let me just save. Great, well that's death. Okay, come on game. There we go. Awkward as hell jump. Oh, there's something on the floor. I didn't even notice that.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be a bitch ass jump. Nope. It'd be helpful if the camera was, you know, helpful. There we go. Okay, it's still very dark here. Making a lot of use of these flares. Hello. Okay, now it's just a thing. Slope. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh. I can't tell whether that's death under there or not. Oh, it looks like it's bubbling. Hi guys. Nice to see you again. No, all of you die. So dark in this place. Just all the time.
Uh-huh.
I can hear you all. Oh, there you are. Die. I just appeared out of the darkness. Believing in a thing called love. The lighting didn't know what to do there for a second. Okay. That's just a big asshole. Okay, it's a big asshole of spikes. Wonderful. Oh no, I gotta do this dumbass jump again.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There we go. Really? Okay, I know this is probably going to be like a bitch move, but I'm going to get this jump again. And then I'm going to save here, because screw doing that over and over. There you are. What was over here? Because I don't think we looked. There was more of a path. Realize how risky that was to roll onto that. It's excessively dark in these places. Okay, we do have some ammo.
Uh-huh.
That's good. Is that the hole in the floor that I died in before? I think it is. Which means there should be a health kit over here somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Don't jump down the hole. Never a good idea. Or rarely a good idea. Okay. Up we go again. It's really making me use all these flares. Just a standard chance at being able to see. Okay, we're getting somewhere. That's death. What's this? Ooh, goodies. And there's footprints on the ground. Can I not? Okay, I can't crawl into there. I can just see it's there. Which means there's probably another way in. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Alright. I do not trust this.
Uh-huh.
I don't trust this. Why is it giving me stuff?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm picking up a health kit. Opened a cage door?
Uh-huh.
Weird. Why did it want me to have the health kit? I mean, the place looks pretty. Camera's freaking the fuck out though. As usual. Alright, what's up here? I'm starting to think that that health kit cage that was opened wasn't over here. It was somewhere else entirely. Because I need something for this. Oh, do I have it? I have it! Damn. What in the blue hell? Why are you here? I thought we killed you. Jesus, you do a lot of damage. Just keep firing at him. You know what I could do with? You. Oh wow, that did it. Oh shit, that was convenient. Oh! That was fast. It just ended. Just like that. That was kind of anticlimactic. Okay. Well, okay, thoughts. The expansions have been interesting so far. I kind of enjoyed the Tomb Raider 1 expansion a little bit more. Some of the visuals in this one was fantastic. Like, the visuals in the Golden Mask, some of them are absolutely great. And genuinely, like, fantastic set pieces, fantastic, like, builds and worlds, but some of the actual levels just didn't feel as good. Like, thematically. Whereas the Tomb Raider 1 expansion, Unfinished Business, felt thematical to the rest of the game. This felt entirely separate, like it felt like it was not really Tomb Raider 2, you could have slotted it anywhere. And it would have been fine. It didn't feel like it had to be an expansion of Tomb Raider 2. If that makes sense, whereas Unfinished Business was very clearly an extension of Tomb Raider 1. I don't know what Tomb Raider 3's is going to be, but considering the name is The Lost Artifact, I'd say that it's probably also very connected to Tomb Raider, the rest of Tomb Raider 3. This kind of just felt tagged on for the sake of tagging it on. It was good, like I said, there was a lot of good designs, there was a lot of fantastic like set pieces and visual parts of levels and things. But some of it was it just felt there, like it kind of felt inconsequential. Or inconsequential is the word, isn't it? It kind of felt inconsequential to the rest of the game. And say Unfinished Business was very... I know that the original Unfinished Business, the levels were in a different order, and they've moved the order around for the release on the remasters that we're doing here, in order to have them make sense for Unfinished Business. Oh, knocked a can over. Good job it was empty. Like I said, this kind of just felt tagged on. Like there was nothing here that seems to connect it to Tomb Raider 2, apart from the assets. But the assets weren't part of the story. Like that big... Is it Garuda? Is it a Garuda boss at the end? What the hell was that doing there? Why was that there? Just no explanation. There's nothing really world-buildy to say why it was there. Like in the original Tomb Raider 2, it was as it was part of like the folklore of the area and things. Whereas this, it kind of felt, okay, we need a boss at the end. I know, we'll reuse this and just change the colour from white to gold. And just felt a bit strange. Like I said, the levels are good, but it just doesn't feel thematic for Tomb Raider 2. It was far from bad, trust me, it was very far from bad. I still preferred it over the majority of Tomb Raider 3 in general. Because Tomb Raider 3 was just not bad, but I've made my feelings very clear about Tomb Raider 3 at the end of the main game of that. Where it was very much, it was... meh, like it just felt... I didn't have a fun time going through the majority of Tomb Raider 3. It was minimal highlights with a lot of drag because they just made parts difficult for the sake of being difficult. And I'm not opposed to difficulty in these sorts of games. Avoid the black cat. Yeah, I'm not opposed to difficulty in these kind of games because all of the games, like Tomb Raider 1 and 2 and 3, are hard. And they're specifically meant to be relatively difficult. They're not meant to hold your hand, which I don't mind. It was just Tomb Raider 3's felt mean. Like it felt like the devs were pissed off at the players. I know it tends to actually be more that a lot of them were just new. That's been specified. But I don't know if I'm making sense when I'm saying this. It was like Tomb Raider 1, I feel like had the best balance overall of difficulty, gameplay, not being hand-holdy, but still kind of guiding you in the right sort of direction. Brilliant set pieces, brilliant visual concepts that were there. You know, and the story still being bare bones, but it was the original 3 Tomb Raiders. The stories were bare bones, but they didn't need to be more. It was enough and still worked. Tomb Raider 2 sort of stepped up a lot of it, but it did step up the difficulty, but that was purely on a combat side, because it just leaned very heavily into combat, which is a slight weak point of Tomb Raider. Whereas Tomb Raider 3 was just mean all round and just felt like the devs were trying to piss off the players and trying to force you to quit, which was never good. But like I said, back to this expansion. This expansion, it was alright. It felt middle of the road. Like I said, it had some fantastic visual moments, but that was it, just visual moments. nothing really grabbed me so much other than the occasional set piece, like the occasional visual where you looked at it and thought, wow, that's pretty, when playing the game. But nothing else really grabbed me. And as much as people kind of shit on Unfinished Business as an expansion, I feel more of that grabbed me because it felt more connected to Tomb Raider 1. So it genuinely just felt like an extension. Like, it genuinely did. Like, you finished Tomb Raider 1 and it was mopping up what you've left. You were still escaping Atlantis in the first part, or what was the first part in this release? Going through what was left of the Atlanteans and trying to get out of the destroyed pyramid. And then you go back to Egypt to sort of go through the areas that you had to rush through there. Because obviously in the original you're looking for Scion. And you find the Scion piece, but Larsen's there and you sort of rushed out the door and then you're captured. So it makes sense that Lara goes back to be like, okay, so what else was here? So a lot of it was untouched. A lot of it makes sense in Unfinished Business. Whereas, like I said, this just felt like it was just extra. Like it wasn't actually connected at all to any of the games. It was just there. And it's like, oh, it's like another mini adventure that she went on. All right, cool. You couldn't have done anything more with Bartoli's cult. You couldn't have done anything more with that at all. You couldn't have done anything more with the monks. You couldn't have done anything more with the mythology of the dragons. No, just entirely separate, entirely different. I mean, the cult chases Lara to her house at the end of Tomb Raider 2. You could have easily made this expansion getting revenge for that. And I think, okay, they've tracked me down. I need to find out where the rest of them are. And I need to make sure they don't come for me again. And you could even make it as Tomb Raidery, because you could do it as breaking into their, like, the cult's facility and what other artifacts they've got. Because clearly it's not just the dagger, or it could have not just been the dagger. But anyway, that's nitpicky. It was decent. Sorry this episode's shorter. I was expecting there to be a little bit more at the end of this, but it's shorter for this. And next episode, we're going to go into Tomb Raider 3's expansion, The Lost Artifact, and see whether that makes up for Tomb Raider 3 as a whole. Because generally the only real part of Tomb Raider 3 I enjoyed was Nevada. The rest of it kinda sucked. But anyway, we'll see if that can change my mind with the expansion in the next episode. So thank you everybody so much for joining me in this one. It's been a genuine pleasure as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill, all the fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.